VINCENZO'S Gold Crypto Investing this March the 12th, 2025, 12:08 p.m. Daily cryptocurrency, gold and silver bullion, blockchain technology, video, and altcoin that you've come to expect, love, need, and deserve. And we're going to get right on into this. We have a EGLD Multiverse from our member of Yon, Jabroni Killers, who is on board and getting that most invaluable first mover advantage by Vincenzo's Gold Crypto Investing, a channel and it's something that you need in order, what not only first mover advantage, but you need the truth and education, and most importantly, the information that comes from this to get the knowledge and information to make you make a great decision for yourself. And a great decision can only be made when you are properly informed with the information and truth. And facts to make a decision based on what's going on. And this channel is strictly truth and fact based with the technicals and the news to give you the education and, most importantly, the information and knowledge to make a sane and level headed decision and not try to play on your emotions by trying to either pump false information to make you use and react in an emotional way. And when you react based on emotion, you often make the wrong decision because you're letting your emotions get the best of you. And that's why if you want to get charts from Multiverse or from whatever coins that you need, become members of Jabroni Killers. Yeah. It's as simple as $3 and cheap as 99 cents a month. $3.99 a month in the video description and or the pinned comment, and it is an industry exclusive best value. We've had several new people join Jabroni Killers over the past several days and week or so, and I greatly appreciate that. That helps keep these videos pumping out at bare minimum once a day, uh, to keep you guys informed, because I do have busy activities. I do hold a full-time job down. So when you support the channel, it makes it easier for me to continue making these videos. And you can see on Multiverse, we've broken below. We're actually at an all-time low. I don't know anything about what Multiverse is, but it's at an all-time low. It's in price discovery the wrong way. It's been consistently down ever since it had a nice pump up at the end of 2024. This coin didn't even have any kind of a move with the rest of the coins. Did it in November? Yeah, November. That was the only time it had a pump. I don't know if this is when it came out in September of 24. It had the big pump with the post-Trump election, but the volume is all the way down near null and void. It's almost to nothing, and the price has been consistently beaten down. Um, if we go into the hour time frame, I mean, it's just horribly beaten down, and it's been in price discovery other than these little quick pump ups, like right here and right there. It has quick pumps up and then it gets harshly rejected. So what I would watch in the short term here on this is a shorter video because it's my lunchtime, is if we can get some support and we try to make a run back towards this major area of trading, which is up there at about the $20 mark or at the bottom part of that red trading zone. And the reason that's so critical, if we go left in the chart, that's where we have down here, you can see where we have our first bit of trading where we have a big candlestick that sticks out like a sore thumb. Then there's nothing here. And then we start to go up into the meat of the heart of the volume up there where I have it marked out in red. So that's what I'd be looking for in the short term. If we can try to get some kind of sustained rally and try to get back up near that $20 and maybe try to sneak and stay in this bottom part of the orange trading zone and hold it, maybe you could try to kick out even farther up closer to that $24, $25 or the top part of that orange trading zone. And that would be the way to try to start a bounce. Like you can see it tried to do it here where it came back in, held it, but then got rejected and then couldn't hold it back on the downside. So that's what I'd be looking at in the short term. Try to see if we can hold and form a foundation where we're at now and get up near that $21 or the bottom part of that orange trading area, or you're going to continue to be in price discovery to the downside. And that could go down to 10, 5, to a dollar because there is no price action. We're at an all-time low. There is no price action below right there where you have that all-time low at $15 and change. So that's what I would look for in the short term, right? Just like Matic is in price discovery in the wrong direction, right? Another one of my beautiful subscribers, and we put this way back here when the price was way up here, and we haven't talked about it since. Back when we were at that blow off top, we put that in there at the bottom. Still don't want to buy you. Vincenzo predicts new all-time low. We are now at a new all-time low, and we are in price discovery to the downside, and we have that 17 cents in as our next area of possible support, and we're getting very close to that 17 cents. But there is no price action down here. So this could go to 15, 10, 5, 2, and it's down greater than 99% from its high. And there's really nothing there to hold it. If we look at Vivo, is the same thing. This was another one that we looked at back when a beautiful subscriber of mine wanted me to look at this. And we were sitting up here at the top part of this rising wedge right there, which is a bullish continuation pattern, but a bearish reversal pattern in the top. I was told that I was the only bearish person in here. And you can see we said the price was probably coming to 16 cents. And if it breaks down out of this to the bearish side, a technical target would be down here at 0.002429, which 6.5 to 7 out of 10 times this does break down to the downside. We've had a golden bearish cross now where you can see the 50 is below the 200 and the hundreds slightly above that. And you're trying to look to see if you can get some kind of a bounce to get back near that 16 cents. If not, you're coming down to that targeted move down there. Let's look at Algo real quick. Another phenomenal, fabulous member, Jabroni Killers. Wanted Algo. We have hit the 17 cents now. We do believe we're coming down to 10 cents, but this was an area that we talked about after we had the bearish cross. We're about to have a golden bearish cross here in about 24 to 48 hours. That golden bearish cross will happen. Come on, whatever, it's close enough. But we're at an area now to where we could see a bounce, and that bounce would be off of this 17 cent level, and that could come back up into this 20 cent, 23 cent range, the bottom part of this red trading zone. Then that would force you back down after the golden bearish cross, and could be what drives you down to 10 cents. So that's what I'm looking at here in the next couple of days. Maybe a quick bounce off the 17 cents up to upper resistance that could force you back down to the downside. If we look at XRP, the same thing. We got down to just above the 200-day moving average. We bounced off of that. We've got back on top of the neckline, and we talked about how you could have a short-term rally here because you were back at the neckline, and you've had the short-term rally, and we've come up against the 100-day moving average at 229 in blue. And what I'd be looking at here now is, are you going to get rejected by here and it's just a quick rally and you come right back down? Or are you going to try to hold and get in between the 100-day in the daily and 200-day before you get squeezed down by the downtrending 50-day, and that forces you back down to the underneath major support level down there and finally bring you back down into that $1.85, because you do know with that first mover advantage and the reason and the advantage and and the value of Vincenzo's Gold crypto investing is getting these patterns out ahead of the mainstream and the social media heisters and fleecers and criminal gangsters that are out there. We're in this head and shoulders topping out reversal pattern. You know your technical target is down there at $1.29, and right now we're trying to bounce one more time for a third time off that neckline in the right shoulder. You can see first time, second time, we're just going to count that all as two, and then a third group right there, and we're trying to hold that again. And that's something that we talked about yesterday, that we could try to pump as high as the $2.45 to $2.55 range. But the $2.45 would be more likely if it continued up because it is a downtrending 50-day moving average. XLM was the same thing. We're trying to hold this 25 cents. We've had the bearish cross. We're going to have a golden bearish cross in a few days. And that's something that we're watching out for. And This is an area that we talked about where you could bounce, just like you bounced once with a wick here, twice, and now you're trying to hold it again. And this is an area that I could see have a short-term bounce where it could bring you up maybe to the 200-day or to the following 50-day moving average, somewhere between 30 and 33 cents before you bring the next leg to the downside. We'll get more into the news. We'll get more into the charts. We'll get more into your comments, questions, and concerns a little bit later on this evening in the nightly daily update about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Daylight Time from the great state of Michigan, the Rex Eyebrow J. A road to 10,000 followers and 100 Jabroni Killer members starts with you. Peace and love.